You've been on a losing streak in quick play.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking to myself, I feel bad for you.
How do you do that?
Quick play is actually harder than the rig, dude.
That's because you get like plat players in quick play who don't know what they're doing.
If
True.
that, holy shit, if that. You get me
Okay.
playing hog in your quick play games, bro.
I
Aren't
play
you
hard
plat?
as well.
No, I'm not playing video in the quick play game.
Yo, dude, I won my DPS game.
Mm.
Okay. Which one would you want to start with? These were the ones.
Can we start with Route 66?
Actually, can we start with another one first?
Isn't that the one we want to? That's the one that we like. Really.
I thought we wanted to talk with about Oasis.
We wanted to
Yes,
talk
that was
about
the
all of
one,
those, I think.
Okay, let's start with Oasis then.
I think if
Yeah.
you do Root second, then we already know something from Oasis that we can then apply to Root, maybe. That was my thought process about doing it second. Who just joined, by the way?
Stalker. But he's different.
Stalker Overwatch.
But he's deafened, bro. Of course he is.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for him.
No, don't wait for him. It's okay.
I'm recording
Okay.
anyways.
This could be a map that you could brawl on, for example. If you
Yeah,
really
we-
wanted to.
We talked about
I think
it
we
before the
talked
map,
about
then
it,
we
but-
went Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think one thing before this, I think we need to do a way better job of communicating where the enemy team is. Because I know that everyone else besides me knows where the enemy team is, but I have very limited information, so I'm literally holding in spawn right now. Like, I'm pressing S to go in spawn because I don't know if they're rotating left side or right side. Or like if they're pushing where Agnel is right now. I just don't know if they are there, and I need that information.
Bottom left, Doomcree. That's what I said.
Yeah, but
I'm
like,
trying
yeah,
to-
you said it once, but I need that update every 3 seconds.
Okay, I think that's something I can look at.
I can also
kind
do
of-
that because I'm not doing much else on Mercy.
I think between me and Nom, like when we're playing,
Mm.
like even if we're playing like Diva Brig Zen or like Mercy, whatever, I think between the two of us, we have enough eyes to know what's coming. Because like I'm looking for threats that's going to kill my flex supports. Nom's is looking for threats that's going to kill the.
Yeah,
flex
I wouldn't mind if you guys, like, you guys usually know where I am, right? So if you see
Yeah.
them and you see me and you think that I'm too far in, then I guess you can just say that, because I guess that works. Then we don't need to have it every 3 seconds, because that kind of like clusters comms. And if I play my position and then you just tell me if I'm too far back or too far forward, you just tell me to adjust. I think that would work best, I guess.
Okay, that works. I have actually been trying to call more like tracer bot left, tracer bot right,
Yeah.
like ball coming in. So I think that's something I was already calling, but I'll call a bit more. But I don't know if you hadn't necessarily heard it as well.
I think I have, but it's like if their combo is trace or something, then it's like, okay, their flankers are there. That's like valuable information. That's pretty good. But usually on Rush, we forget to like do it, because it's like all 6 people are in one position, and then it's like, yeah, okay, everyone else on the team knows but me.
Yeah,
Because
that makes
I really don't want line of sight on them. Like, actually, I shoot at them, but from the furthest away. And if they get like within, the King's Row stuff, when we play King's Row, I literally play in spawn until we take all the space around them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Here I like Goldie to be more where Stalker is on the left side. Just so you have a better angle and you can play more at range. Like you can set up earlier this way. Okay. Okay, pushing aggressive. This is fine. No, this is just spam game. If Dakri dies here, Farah's free. So Dakri, yeah.
I missed nade.
Don't think you needed barrage there, but it's fine. Could have saved it for the next fight. It's fine. Okay, they swapped. No. Okay, they still have quite a heavy backline with Akri, and they put more strength into their backline. So you have to keep an eye on that. So again, you play more around spam and keeping your Ana alive. I think the best way you can do that is by just playing back as Ana to make the time as long as possible for them to get to you.
Watch this crazy nano on Josh.
Bro, can you look at it? Actually, look at it. Look at it.
Josh going crazy on the deal.
I want to see this in 4K. Go back a few seconds.
Holy shit! This from my POV. I like fly up to Lux because I know Bull's around here somewhere.
Man, you
And
scared
I'm like,
me.
yo, I was like, I should care my Ana. I should probably care my Ana. Still thinking
Look
about
at
caring my Ana.
yeah. Look at this. I don't have you in my line of sight right now. I'm looking up at Farah.
We both kind of stop and look at each other. Like I literally fucking stop and look at Lux. I'm like, what have you done?
Yeah, check it from my POV as well. It's like actually funny.
Poor guy.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I died to it because he gets to boot me off high ground because we're like.
No one came in with me. I think Shimada did, but
Yeah, she might have.
because Cody didn't get the nano, I don't think he went in with me.
No, he didn't
so-
went as deep, right?
I literally had a solo kill the break because, but luckily she got hit like by spam, so she was already like half.
But now you need to be set up because Shamada is still in your backline, which is not ideal. Stalker's in a fine position.
Where's Shimada right now? She's still
Shimada's
bottom
behind.
left.
Shamada was.
Oh,
Yeah, he's here. So he's nowhere near to follow up there.
Who's that behind me? Is that the enemy tracer? Wasn't there someone there?
No, it is just Ana glitching out, I think.
Hold up, wait, no, that's tracer ball on me.
There's a balls there, no? There's.
Yeah, can we actually look at how the tracer got there? Because I died there, and I don't enjoy dying there.
I think
Cry
it's
me,
really
river.
that the Tracer is gonna just walk up the stairs. As far as spamming main, balls
yeah,
there,
just
but it's
go
not
there.
gonna do much.
Yeah, that's fair.
The moment you go in. Tis and ball flanked under all the way. They took the long route under. Let me check.
I guess I can just die there, like I'm resable there. I mean, I do get rest after that.
You do
Yeah,
get
you-
rest, yeah.
You see the Tracer's already behind you, and I think
We can trade though, because we dive them and then we come raise you.
yeah,
Shimada wasn't ready.
It's tougher for us to. We want to live longer though because we have more spam, right? So in theory, it's bad for us to lose anyone, and it's.
I mean,
think
it
it's-
depends on the plan though.
I think you can go aggressive here just because their backline is. It's only 4 people in their backline, so just a regular spam from Farah with ball can like clean up a dive. So you can actually go for the brick, for example, and kill her. So if you die here, it's not the end of the world. But
Can
ideally,
you play it
Yeah.
back
can you
when you're
play
not
what? What do you mean?
just this fight my engage to see if anyone followed up.
No, I don't think a Stalker's not in Stalker. Shimada's not in position. He's still in the back. So he's set up, which is good. But ideally, I have Shimada ready, like behind the corner or like inside the mini.
Yeah. Like no one is, even Godi. Godi is not
Shimada's
buried.
there.
No, yeah,
Shimada and Godi.
they're just too late.
I'm solo engage.
It's fine, you hold them off, and I think you can shake their Tracer off. Okay. I think that their Tracer, you spills one. You kill her. Again, Shimada is not ready. Follow up on slams. Mala needs to stop looking to peel rather than and then just set up. He's playing too much in the back line.
I mean, isn't peeling if he just takes a duel against the enemy tracer in their
I
like
don't
in a
think he
different
was.
position, then maybe he was looking for it though.
Yeah, it's
Isn't it better for him to match Tracer Yo because we have a weaker backline and we're defending?
yeah, matching Tracer is fine, but the Tracer died here, right? So Tracer died here, so there's no. So
I
he
think-
wasn't matching; he was just waiting for heals.
Oh, okay.
But he should have been like ready somewhere around point. He chased the Tracer, but then he didn't commit.
Ouch. Oh, this is where Nom died twice to bomb only.
I'm so mad about that, by the way. The second one I should not have died to at least.
Comment now. Comment nom L, bro.
Every time.
At least I only died to bomb, you know?
Yeah, but you die to every bomb ever.
Yeah, if they
Yeah.
threw 2
Only on
D.Va bombs,
this
you'd have
round.
200 deaths,
Nice
bro.
pile drive.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, pile drop onto the Mega.
Who did I nano? Whether was that Farah? I think I
didn't
did.
see.
Yeah, I
No.
nanoed Farah. You can see on.
Really messy fight. So they're gonna come in with rally. Okay, so you're matching ball tracers. They got you low, so you gotta heal up. They rally to push aggressively, and you drop to stall. Nano Farah. They trends. Everyone's pressing Q. You still got the advantage. They mine on point.
Oh, I die there. How do I die?
The
I guess it was
tracer
sort of-
went up to you.
Yeah, I couldn't peel Tracer and
Yeah,
D.Va.
No, this is.
we killed their brig, but then after chance, their Zen was in like a good spot, so it was hard to get to him, and we couldn't go across the point because of the mines.
I missed two
So
shots
their
on
Zen
you,
was just
Josh.
uncontested.
I missed
They
two shots.
I remember. Don't worry.
They used two supports. They're both their support sold. I think they just press Q harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't think you were like fully on the same target all the time. So that's something you can work on. Like in these scrappy fights, you still wanna focus the same targets, of course.
Yeah, I think it feels kind of weird when they have trends and everything going to like focus the same target because it's kind of not dying anyways.
Yeah. Good. These are good mines. Really good.
Thank you.
Those
Did
are
anyone
very
follow up?
obviously,
Were they ready?
Goldie was there.
Okay.
Like a little late, but he was there to follow up. And
No.
W bomb.
Wait, can we watch that again? Like I'm trying to fly to Shimano, I think. But then my fucking Guardian Angel fucks up and I get like slingshotted towards Goldie instead. And then of course I die because I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Try fly.
Yeah, I'm trying to fly. Yeah, I'm flying in the
Yeah.
wrong fucking direction and I'm like, no. So much pain, dude.
you know, it's a stall, you win it. Your engagement was good. Not much to comment on that. You can set up better for dives. Overall. Position here is pretty straightforward. The high ground is important, but
I think because we're
Think you-
playing Ana. Like if we're playing Zen, like say we play Zen Brig there instead, do we still want to play for top high ground, or do we want to play like more like under?
The
I
thing
think
about
we
top
do
high
play
ground
top.
is
I
it
think
has
bottom
only
left.
it has two ways for Tracer Ball to come from mainly. I guess they can go through windows, but that's kind of weird.
Actually, well, high ground is better, I think.
I think high ground's better with the where you want to keep an eye. The thing is with high ground, they're kind of stuck there. Especially against the ball, you can't really rotate back too much. So you're kind of stuck there. If you're gonna, I don't think you should play as in like on that map, but you can maybe look. I think there's no better option than high ground. I think.
Though, admittedly, I like playing on dark on that map when I go Zen because it has better like angles.
Yeah, that's
On
what I was
the-
thinking. I was
on the
thinking of
mini.
Xenalois. Yeah, like next to point in the little house that's next to point.
I can get more
Think
damage
about some
done. It's a
bitches.
little riskier, but it's just more damage.
Yeah, it's riskier, but you're able to back off more, right?
Yeah, plus
More able to rotate.
I usually have the mini pack around there, which there's also mini on high ground, but usually you don't stand on the mini pack on high ground.
It's so far away. It's like
Yeah.
all
You
the
can-
way at the back near the edge.
If there's a tracer ball, I need to walk like 3 seconds towards mini.
You
There's
can
no
you
way of
can
getting-
hold you can hold like dark or that mini room if that mini is hacked. If you're gonna play a Zen, you're gonna play a tracer.
True.
So if that
Tracer
mini's a summer, and if that mini's hacked, you can still stay there. But you need to watch your rotations then.
Yeah.
That you don't stay there too long, because otherwise you're like pretty stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah, rotate back main. Maybe if you rotate it main, go high ground. Push forward even.
Okay. It's a mirror. Yeah.
I think the idea is to play for Mega, but I kind of like don't shoot.
I don't think Mega, just that room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it's
Mega's pivotal though, because like I can feed off that Mega and I can play a bit more like brawly with the backline. We can play if we have the Mega hacked. I think it's nicer for me because like I don't get much heals, whereas like which means obviously I have to play safe. But if we have the Mega hacked, then I can play like around the Mega ish if I need to. Like I can fly to the Mega, pick it up, come back, continue brawling.
I remember there were times where I wanted to put up on Tracer or Sombra, mainly Tracer, but then I had to put it on you because otherwise you were going to not do anything for the next fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if we're playing Sombra, we have to play for these Megas because I like to be able to like sit on them, and I can't help taking spam from this, especially against a Sombra. Like, I'm forced to look at Sombra over everyone else, so I end up taking shots. I take shots from Zen in the side. Like,
Shots.
like
It's-
Ball can come in and shoot me because I
It's
need to
also
deny
giving
EMP charge.
them, yeah, it's also giving them like a lot more EMP charge because she can just chill on that Mega.
Exactly.
Also, one important thing that you kind of have to get the megas. If you don't get the megas, your ball cannot do anything also.
Oh,
Because,
that
like-
is true. That is so true.
Yeah,
no,
you also have to think about your ball.
Think about your balls, guys.
I
mean,
knew you were gonna say
Manscaped.
that.
I was
So
going to
supposed
mention
to-
it. How did they get this and the other Mega? Like they had both, right?
Yeah.
I think if
I
we
think-
if we don't control this one, then we should try and get the other one.
Like rotate straight out. Like just leave
Yeah.
right here.
I
Just leave
honestly,
straight
I
out.
I don't know
honestly
about
think
that
so.
though, because I think if we
I
just
didn't-
rotate at the start of the fight, then
maybe not at the start of the fight, but we kept
Hack
coming back
Mega
to that
challenge.
spot, and that was
Hard.
kind of sad. You
I
know.
think you can, if you hack this Mega, or like didn't get to hack this Mega, you wanna hack this mini around here.
Yeah, the
I
mini
did-
was hacked.
That was already
We-
hacked.
We ended up, hacking the mini.
my sister's calling. Be right back. You
Yeah,
guys
I
can
told-
continue.
I told
We
Phil-
didn't. Both megas they had in the game, but we had some minis.
Yeah. If you control that mini, you're able to stay there because it's still the better position to hold and just wait it out.
Yeah.
And then hack the Mega. But I agree, you should try to hack this Mega for your tank's sake.
Does anyone know how long a Sombra hacked Mega lasts for?
Yeah,
How long?
How long?
I don't know.
It was
Someone
either 30
knows, though.
40.
Someone definitely knows.
I
think
mean,
it
we
was
can just
45
Google it.
seconds.
No, I think it's. Is it 45? Feels
feel
very
like
long.
I feel like it's like a minute and a half.
I
bro.
am
That's-
back.
I don't think it's a minute and a half. No, that's too long.
It's 60 seconds Mega hack,
Yeah,
okay,
or
thank
like
you, man.
half hack.
yeah, it's 60 seconds.
Yeah, if we have Mega there, stock is just on more HP.
Okay, this is fine.
I guess
Full
we kill
tap
Boy.
position.
Yeah, we do. We also kill Diva.
Now just clean up. Now you're able to push out.
Oh, look at the old charge gap. We're diffing them. Sombra. We're gonna get the MP first.
Bite.
The Zen and the brick ultra is the biggest difference.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
20
big, holy
against
shit.
82. Brick diff.
I think we talked about
You
this.
suck good.
Yeah, this one I wanted to set up different.
Yeah. So ideally you match them left side.
I should
So
put
if I'm
further
matching
back.
them left side, right?
Yeah,
And Shimada comes with me, and so they're bot tracer as well.
yeah.
But they're playing their backline is LOSing them. Do I ask my backline for help for Shimada as well? Yeah.
I think
There.
you wanna, because the whole point of playing that left side here is to keep this right side, right? So you wanna then back off, get help from your backline, where they can still stay in that right side position, and then you can go again or match them. This position is mainly to hold them off.
Okay.
Unless they're playing like the Sigma Ash composition,
Yeah.
like then they want to control this area, then you can look for dice here. But then you don't have to bother about the right side here.
Okay.
The grand escape.
Matching their taste like this.
I get post.
The EMP, they're able to sustain it even. Yeah.
The fuck is this shit?
Yeah, why are you so long on the jump pads?
Everyone's bouncing, bro. It's a fucking trampoline park.
I was like, there's Tracer and Ball pretty much chasing me. If I just keep taking jump pad, they're gonna get confused.
Okay, so what is trans? You clean up with hack. Not sure if you really needed it.
Yeah.
I think something I was gonna speak to Goldie about. Sometimes when we do when we call for EMP or like EMP is the fight plan, sometimes like we change the call but EMP comes out anyway. So I think like as a team we need to kind of work out like
Tracer got deleted.
when it's got like how do I explain what I'm trying to say? Like when we counter call a plan, when like something goes wrong and we counter call a plan, I think we
I
need to
don't think
like
that was the case here, though.
I don't think that's the case here. I'm just using like
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
something as
I
an
know
example.
what you mean. I
I've
think
noticed it
everyone-
happen. I've noticed it happen. With everyone does it. Everyone does it.
It doesn't. Yeah, it's not a Goldie problem. It's just everything.
No. It's just because he EMP'd.
Yeah.
That's why like it's stuck in my head. I'm not
Yeah.
calling him out. But like, I think that's something we need to work on as a team. Is like when
When we make a plan, but then when we have to adapt the plan on the fly, then
yeah, adaptation. I think we can work on our adaptation in general.
I think that is a like they have if Stalker shot calling and Stalker says we do this, then you only do that. Like then you less think of your own and you just follow what Stalker says just to keep the ults in check.
we had this thing going on my old team that, to be fair, we had synergy across like multiple years, which we aren't there at this point. And then I could like my main tank was main caller, and I just whenever I made objections, I was kind of overriding him, right? So I wasn't talking as much as he was, but if I saw that his plan was about to fail, then I just countercalled it, and then the countercall had more weight because we had the system where whenever I said something, I had more weight, but in general, the main tank made the calls.
Yeah, that's a thing you can do, but it's it's
I think just go with the fail plan.
I think now at this point you just go with the failed
Yeah.
plan, and that is something you can build on or like try to go for, but you need to have like some kind of base for it. So first follow just the standard calls, even if it's wrong, and if you get that, then you can try to counter call more.
Yeah.
Because that's like really advanced, and like you said, you had like multiple years of synergy. So
Did you guys see the leaks? Apparently, there's Overwatch 2 beta coming in March.
I don't fucking care.
Okay. You stayed on the high ground here. Stalker, you're now in position. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm there. Maybe play it back. Maybe I don't know. I think
It's
ball it.
it kind of looks that way that whenever Stalker's in position, Shimada isn't, and whenever Shimada's in position, Stalker isn't. Not
Yeah.
not always,
Look,
but
I'm there.
yeah,
Okay.
you're there right now. Shimada's vibing over there, and now you get back, and now look at what Shimada does. Like now he's going in whilst you're just on your way out, kinda. Goldie's also in. Now
Goldie's
Shimada's
in
out.
this now.
Shimada is out. Stalker's in. I
That's
remember
why
I was
that's-
looking for Shimada that fight. I couldn't get heal up on him because he was playing right below me.
Yeah, you couldn't get a clean engagement. You just let them come to you because your divers weren't in position. I think that's a team there. You're gonna see more of.
Do you think what should we have done that fight, Yubi?
I think it is just set up earlier.
Hit them when they cross or hit them in the room?
I think we should have talked about killbox in general, like where we
Yeah.
engage on them. Then it's easier to set up for everyone.
I think it's more back. So here you're cleaning up. Okay. I think you wanna slam them around here, just so you have line of sight from your backline. You don't want to slam them like inside. It's like we talked about. You don't really have line of sight from your backline. That's why you want to stay there. Ideally, you slam them around here.
On that note, if we attack this, maybe we should go around coast towards the cars. Then we don't even cross that killbox and we get the inside position on the other mega anyways.
So you wanna move his backline to here.
No, if we attack, if the roles are reversed and we are the enemy team.
Yeah, don't even cross
yeah,
that
too.
kill box.
Yeah,
usually.
don't
Yeah.
even cross that killbox. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I feel
that's
like
fine,
that's the usual place where they'd engage. And if we just go around towards coast, even further coast, then we just get to mega safe, and then we can take the next fight from there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But ideally you wanna slam here, just because you have a line of sight from here still.
Okay. What do you use bomb for in this comp?
Remake.
Remake? Or just like to a nice space if they like
You can
push or
if
something?
they dive hard and you wanna buy sometimes you can bomb.
Yeah. But you can't like fight plan with bomb.
You could like here for example if you wanna dive this space, you can try to tell to Josh like bomb here and place the bomb like here. So they have to run. Some are gonna have to run to here, or they gonna hide here towards the cards. And the ones who come here as well, or if they're rotating this side and you hold them off by the bomb there. Does that make sense? That was too much, right?
No, that's
No, it
fine.
makes sense.
We're basically zoning them out of the inside, so they'll go back into the kill box, but they'll be split. So we'll
Yeah.
be able to hit them back in where that kill box was before.
No,
Yeah, no, I'll fuck the bomb up though. I'll like miss getting it in the room, and like it'll just explode on point or some shit. Like, so
but you don't really have to split them up. Just this position is
First
like
amount.
too hard to dive, right? Because it's inside, you can't really escape really well from it. So you want them here. So if you deny this space, they can't even get to them. And if you do it while they're crossing, they either move back and they waste time, or they stay in your kill zone and you kill them.
Okay.
That's something. Those are situations you can use bomb, but I think it's quite. It's not you should fully rely on, if that makes sense. You can set it up, and if it works, great. But you should have like a backup plan. Here as well, Shimada's not ready, and Stalker dies because of it.
Let Tracer lives. So bad.
Your ball.
Should we be playing because so if we missed our hit on the rotation, the kill box, do
Yeah.
we just then play to match their flankers?
Yeah, and contest the point.
Unless we have an ult to go in with, of course.
You wanna keep the point, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
let's look back at it. So now you play for point and match their divers. Now you went in alone when they had rally, or like they rallied when you went in, and you got punished for it. So now they're pressing W. Still got their
We
ball.
trade ball though, yeah.
It could be you rally to hard engage. Okay.
What a bitch.
Oh, you still live.
Yeah, because Num wasn't EMP'd, so Num could easily armor pack me.
I actually did math about that like the other day. Like, how much is like everything together? Like, well, not rally. I forgot about rally, but like pack plus Inspire. That's
400.
It's 70 healing per second.
Broken.
70.
Really?
That's like a mercy.
No,
That's
it's
No,
more
that's
more than
way
mercy.
more than a mercy.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's more than a mercy. It feels
Yeah.
nicer being healed by a mercy, though.
No, it
It
doesn't.
does not. It does not feel nicer being healed by Mercy.
I don't know. Maybe
Isn't
I know.
mercy like 50?
A
50.
pack,
Yeah, Mercy's a 50.
Yeah, Mercy's 50.
Yep. Pack does 55 per second, and Inspire does 15.
It does
So-
15, has a bigger aura than Lucio,
Mm-hmm.
and
No, Mercy
they
is
hard nerfed
55. I
Lucio.
am right.
These guys are. Yeah, it's 55. They nerfed it to
You know
50,
why?
then
Because
it
Winston
was
does
too weak.
60. So if a Mercy is
Yeah.
healing them, you're doing 5 damage per second. It's really cool.
Also, they nerfed it to 50, and then Mercy players complained, and then they buffed it back to 55. Yeah, I remember that. I thought it was only during Valkyrie though, so yeah, that's fair.
No.
Then 60, I think.
What?
The healing for mercy. If you Valk, you get more. You do more healing per second, I think.
I think
No, I
so.
don't think they
Yeah.
do that
No,
anymore. Or
no,
maybe they
it
do.
does. It does. But it
It
does
does?
like 5 more.
Yeah, 5
Yeah,
more
it-
exactly enough to deny monkey damage.
I actually had a game in
Bozo.
comp today. I primed with the Nash while the Mercy was walking, and I was shooting her. She was 1 HP, and her HP wasn't going down. It was staying the exact same while she was on 1 HP, because Mercy
Yeah.
was holding left click.
Yeah, I hate mercy.
The
I
thing,
think now you engage too early here.
the thing,
No,
Josh, the
this
thing
was not
about
an
break
engage.
packs,
This was I got trolled. I got cut out.
Josh, the thing about break packs, sometimes you have a fight and you're for life, even though you had 6 people shooting at you for 3 seconds straight.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
That never happens with Mercy. It's just broken.
You got forced out. You
Yeah, the
mind?
pause on me. I was hiding
Yeah.
so I could set up there, but that's just a bad spot to set up. I should have just set up opposite.
Oh, that's actually, I want to do that. I want to look at this because I think this is very good. Even though I missed most of my shots, me dropping there basically traded backline completely.
You hard engage here with
Yeah,
your
I do.
backline.
I do.
Oh,
Okay.
Stream.
Their ball's feeding. Nice, you kill her. And you.
Great.
It's a risky play. Not gonna lie, but if it works out.
Dying with trans, report my Zen.
I should have tranced there. Yeah, that's the only thing that I missed.
I think you can do the flank because you have trans. You can just press the
Yeah.
button and be unkillable.
Yeah, I was late on the button.
Yeah.
I pressed it, but
That is what I
planted.
do. Every time I have trans, I just go flank.
I should
And
have.
this is why you're not a support player.
Yeah.
That's sort
No,
of
but
something I
you-
do though. You can
You
do
can
that as a
you can
support.
engage there. I don't. It's a good play. Okay. This map, I don't remember what comp you played this, or you played Afara.
We play Echo, and then we swap to Sombra later. I got fucked because I fucked up. There was
Yeah,
a
that's
Sombra
right.
Chaser and a ball on my nuts.
These nuts, haha.
I ran into 3 flankers.
Yeah, you're matching.
Yeah, I was late on rotation. I don't know why I stayed there. Then I saw it, and then we swapped sides like 2 times. I looked to
Oh,
them.
I
They
wanted us
looked
to
to
back
me.
out. Okay, this is something because Nomster, you know this part, right? Like what happened here on this map.
Mhm.
I was like, yo,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
go back.
This is so
Because
awkward.
Lux was further back behind, and I'm like, all right, bet me and Nom will play like through the window with him.
Mhm.
And then
I
Lux
see
moved
I'm
forward.
behind,
I was
and
like,
I moved forward.
I was
I
like,
kept- I
hey,
kept-
yo, let's
I
press
kept
W.
being like, do we walk forward or back? So I'm like rotating like back and forward and like a fucking what are those called? Like metronome, like ding 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 ding.
Holy fucking shit! I was just
Mhm.
like, can we just like?
I think we want to
Yeah.
push high ground, to be honest.
Yeah, you need to get
Especially with the
Tiger
Echo, it's just better for us. If our Echo can rest on high ground, that's better. So we need to get that high ground, I think.
Because they have with an Echo, right? Because the Echo can play either Peely or they can play
Yeah.
with the front line. So we effectively have like a stronger backline than they do because Echo can like help deal with people who come in.
Yeah, and
Like,
Echo's
they play
also
with the
like
backline.
it's a safer position, and she can
Yeah.
transition between offense and defense easier if we just control high ground.
Yeah, so I think
Yeah.
it makes our backline more sturdy if we play this with an Echo, so we can play a bit more aggressive.
I think I'm
think
just
here
more the
you're
enemy Zen. That's
matching-
why I stay there. I see him down there, so that's just dumb. I should just go up and don't take the ego duel, but I just killed him in the last second of the round before, so I'm just kind of greedy. Not gonna lie.
I don't think here you go so early to match them, just because you know your backline's rotating that way, and I don't know if you know yet, but if you know this yet, but you're 2v3ing there. But I don't know
Not
if you know
even
they
this
have a summer.
1v3. Because they're all looking at me.
Oh yeah. Shimada is tough. Oh,
I mean,
Shimada
he
is like
backed up.
playing back here, and then he just left you.
I don't
think
think he could
I
have done
think
anything.
Stalker already called that he was dead as soon as
Yeah.
like he saw the
Yeah.
Sombra there.
I didn't even get the act. I just saw like, oh, there's 3 people.
He forced Trace and ball out though, so that's good. Then we rotate back again. Then we push high ground after 20 seconds, I think.
Okay. Shimada gets hacked. That was not a good position.
I think he
For
was trying to
Shimada.
keep point alive.
Yeah, it's fine, but they have the better position because you're not gonna put pressure on them because you died early. So then you can rather focus on your backline and even as Tracer play with your backline, I think. And then more play counter dive and counter their flankers with your backline rather than contesting point here. Because now you just get a stagger going, right?
To be fair though, I think if our backline rotates earlier, then that's fine. We were just really messy in rotation where I was late and then that kind of messed up the entire thing for Josh and Nom. Or I was indecisive rather than Nom and Josh tried to adapt to me and then I just confused them.
And you certainly confused me at least.
Yeah. Also,
No,
you see
I
at
was
the
trying
end
to
where I
call-
die.
I was talking to Nomster and like trying to tell him where to go, and I'm like,
Yeah,
wait, where
I
do
mean-
we go?
It's like, oh, back in. No, go forward. No, back off. Go in. And I'm like, okay.
Can we actually go back a bit?
Oh no.
I want to see that fight again. The end of the last fight.
The end of the last fight.
Yes.
Kind of want to go over like a little more quickly if you want to do all
Yeah.
3 maps.
Yeah,
we
like-
can
I'm
do. I think I
leaving
want to
in
do
10
2
minutes.
maps. I don't care Kingsroad too much. I wanted the last flank where I want to get your opinion on it because during this match I kind of thought that if you just let it play, you see me going into the enemy backline where I basically push across high ground. I thought that Nom was with me. To be fair,
I think we are right now. Is
Yeah,
a really good spot.
You did not really call that.
I
I
think I
think.
I
did
think you
call it,
got
but
booped
it
in.
was. I think I did call it, but it's fine. Like we called
Yeah,
like
but
go back, go
I
forward.
think I misunderstood you then, because I think you were gonna like peek it, you know, like stand
Yeah,
still
yeah,
but peek them.
it's fine. It's
But
fine.
you just smash W, and I'm like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, that's I wanted to ask that's why I wanted to go back. I want to ask if it's a good idea to press W so you can
No.
actually go onto their stairs.
No.
Because I think
I
it's
think
actually not a bad play.
I
It's
think you.
not bad if you have an advantage, because now you're even, and or not even not even you don't have your wall,
Yeah,
so
but
then you're playing more into their hands because you're rotating. You want to keep your position because you're really easy, like you're really vulnerable in that position because they just pincer you down and there's nowhere to go.
so if it's even and like earlier, you think that's a play that we can go for? Because I think it's
No.
Not earlier, later in the fight, after you got your dive and their backline is pressure on them, and that's where you can try to go for these plays, especially when you get a pick and it's more like a cleanup thing rather than to get a immediate value like a pick, for example.
the thing.
Can
I think
you-
I like it because it gives me corner to play around and a
Yeah, but
retreat way to go high ground.
you're really vulnerable in that position. Even if you go all three of you, you're really vulnerable because their backline is still playing like here,
Mhm.
and their ball will just like it's a really easy swing from here to here, and just play this side. You've nowhere to go.
Isn't it the same for the other side though?
No, because if I can move, that means you're still able to walk this with the fence matrix. Okay, their ball can match you here, but the ball doesn't have immediate, like, not too much value out of their backline from here. So, and you can still walk this with the fence matrix.
Mhm.
While if you're playing on the other side, there's nowhere you can go. Because if you stand here, the Tasty will also just try to run up main. Their backline's playing here. There's no way you can go, even with defense matrix, or you just boop them out.
Mm.
You're still in line of sight of their backline because they can just chase you as well.
Then I think then high ground feels a little awkward to play around. Because if I try to go forward, then I'm risking of ball booping.
It's more this position that you're looking for.
But then
It's more this position with the ability to go high ground later on in the fight.
So you think playing that doorway where I'm kind of where I am right now is kind of where you want to play that fight? Because if we play down there, then we don't control high ground, and that's
you control high ground by just being on the stairs as
okay.
well.
Yeah, okay.
You can you mainly want to have this area as backline with the option to walk back like this way,
and the option to go aggressive into the enemy backline.
If you get an advantage, yes, then you can go for it.
I mean,
Because it's really not a bad play if you can if you, for example, you know that you killed their ball or you want a tracer duel. That's the play you want to go for to get.
I think
to put more pressure on their backline.
I think though advantage can also be if we just have if we force the enemy tracer out and we're in position to dive the enemy backline, then that's also something.
Yeah,
an advantage. So that's like also push up aggressive there.
Yeah, you just have to keep in mind that if you go there, you're in a vulnerable state. So if they dive you there, you basically lose the fight. But if their divers are forced out, like back, and they can't move, can't go onto you mid rotation there, then that's a fine play to make.
So it's kind of in conclusion, it's just if we can get safe value out of it,
you can go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you fight this inside and just punish their divers. You got pulsed. It's unlucky, no fight you can win. Killing their ball would be huge. Nice. Still not really the fight you want to engage on. Just have your time. Now you could engage on it. If you match or something. Shimada wasn't in time yet. Shimada is always late. He's not set up. He just uses 2 blinks to get in, and then he gets value, but then he's kind of stuck there a lot of time. Okay, yeah, you have recall, but I don't think you want to recall, like use recall that way.
Yeah, he recalled out and then like then he had to like blink all the way in to come back. Cause I actually couldn't kill the brick there because he recalled and then he was gone.
This is just a really, really messy fight, like map in general. Also don't really have that many clean dice because at least one of you is too late.
Yubi, what are your thoughts? If they rally, can we EMP them and kill them if they're in a safe spot?
I don't think so.
If they rally earlier, so their rally is still up when you EMP them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
rally functions that way that it just gives you armor even.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I'm saying there's no
You
point.
can
in
do
EMPing,
it if you
right?
use
Just wait
mines
it
as
out.
well. If you use mines or pulse, I
Yeah.
think you can do it.
Okay.
But you need to have some kind of other ult to go with it.
Thing is, if you use
Otherwise,
pulse,
they damage you out.
if you use pulse, it's kind of weird using EMP at the same time. Because if you
Yeah,
hit the
we end
pulse
up-
anyways, then they die
But-
anyways.
Bas- We end up.
No, but
EMP
then you don't have to
bomb
worry about Matrix Shield. Bash.
Yeah, we end up using EMP bomb here because we end up
Not
EMP
planned.
rally, and I recognized. Yeah, we weren't planning to use bomb, but I had to use bomb to get value because I
No, that's
recognized like they rallied. So
yeah, that's fine as well. You just need with rally, you just need some kind of burst damage. That's why I was thinking mines or bomb. Like
So
pulse
they
bomb as
rallied
well.
there, so I was like, don't EMP,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
wait. But got EMP'd and then Josh bombed. So it's good. That's still, we just didn't plan it, but that's still good. So
It's still fine,
could we
but
still have, could we have
EMP
planned?
bomb is more risky.
Yeah. Could we have planned when they rally, we just go in with EMP mines or what? And or if they don't rally,
Yeah,
we
you
just go in
could
with EMP
you
mines.
just plan to EMP, and if you notice that they rally, you can go for mines there.
Okay.
Because you
I have to go
can't.
now. I have load shedding. Sorry.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay,
Goodbye.
goodbye.
I see you. Shimada really needs to work on his tracer positioning to set up dives. He's winning fights on ranked mechanics alone. No. Good kill. Bills. Oh, you have to use Ult's last fight. They just got more value out of their ultimates, I think.
Yeah, I get no value out of trends.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Wouldn't-
trans the mines, but then no one was in mines, and then Stalker died to mines.
Also, you use the EMP second. So not ideal. Okay, questions about that map you still have?
No.
No? Root or King's Row?
I think we only do root, and then we don't do King's Row.
I think route is the more important map to look at, honestly, because like the second point for us on offense was rough. Like I don't feel like we should have been losing where we were losing. Like I felt like there were fights that felt so winnable and that we approached in the right way, but we were losing them. So I really wanted to look at how, because if we are approaching them in the right way, but we're not like losing jewels or like whatever, I wanted to see how we lost, to be honest.
Okay. Okay, you're taking Argent here. Okay, you're playing Ash here. I actually don't know if I like Sombra here more than Ash. Because EMP can really open up this choke that they're holding. But yeah, this
We talked about this before the map, and I called Ash because originally I wanted to play Sig, because like obviously it's easier. I think like Ash Sigma is nice into that because we can poke their backline out from that area they're in. But I think like it feels weird to not play like an Ash or anything on this point, you know? Because it's so open. Like the sight lines are nice.
yeah, but they're really gonna hold you like if the Echo plays it like spam and she plays this angle, she just spams you out of it with you not having too much to deal with her. You can deal with it, like it's definitely a good strat to do, but I don't know if I like Sombra more than Ash here or not. It's not that any one of them is bad. I just don't know which one is better.
EMP would be nice actually.
Because now you don't really hard engage, right? You more play around your Ash spam, but they also have like with the Echo a counter to it.
No, I remember that one. I just remember that I died there. It was unlucky.
Really have clean engagements, I feel like. Soccer rolls into the back. He's gonna get forced out pretty easily, probably, because they know he's there, or they should know. Here, Soccer goes in too early. Shimada's not there yet. On the other side, it's a hard map to set up on, I think, especially as a tracer. I think you're gonna have more value out of an Sombra here to open them. It makes the fight less scrappy. Because now I think you won on individual skill. And they not you splitting up, which is no ideal, but they just don't know how to deal with it. I feel like
We do
question
win
of
this
what-
fight eventually.
yeah, but it's really scrappy. You're also not really playing together. You're all going for your own target.
Oh, yeah, I remember this, that we didn't really go for a target when Stalker pile-drived Diana early in that fight. I had to kind of suicide to get that kill. Or like I had to go really far forward. Or like go high risk. Which then led to me dying to Tracer D.Va, I think.
You said his second point was really rough, right?
Yes.
Yeah, second point was really rough.
Look at that kill, it's pretty good.
You already
D.Va
swapped to
even-
D.Va, so I just think you swapped to Sombra now. You bomb to Rimac.
So Summer instead of the Ashton. Yeah.
Yeah, the moment you swap to D.Va here, I think you swap the Ashe as well. You could play Kree if they play hard engage onto you. Like, but they're not doing that now. They're playing a weird, like, they have put more power in their backline, even if they don't have much damage in their backline except for the Kree there. So I think you swap to Sombra here just because EMP is such a nice ultimate to get clean, get as much value as possible out of your clean and dives, while the Ashe plays more around spam. And I don't think you have the position to play around spam, especially not against the comp they're playing.
What about Echo?
You could play Echo as well, but you should. The only thing I worry about is that she's gonna get forced out by the Kree.
Yeah. And I guess. Easy to
And
force
Anna,
out, right?
yeah. So then you have to use a lot of packs on her as well. And that puts also pressure on your Tracer and Maul.
We need to dive with our D.Va then, though, right? Otherwise, we're sending Tracer, Sombra, and Ball into the Kree Anna break.
I don't
Play
think
more
you go in with your D.Va. You can stay in the back and play kind of between. You just need to always have like some kind of advantage. A hack, EB, pulse bomb, mines, whatever, before you go in. As well, their backline doesn't have much damage, except for the Kree, because they're not playing as in. So I think it's fine to focus your D.Va on peeling, but if they are not hard engaging on your backline with their Ball and Tracer, you can send D.Va in to help, of course.
I guess we can try to move up me and Nom then, because we should be able to rotate quite alright against the only Ball Tracer that's going to punish the rotation. So I guess we can move up, and then Josh can kind of help with the dive if there's an opportunity, because they're not going to hard engage before getting an advantage anyways, right? So we kind of have time to rotate, then they can go with Josh, and like if we're set up and Josh can go, then Josh has the option to go with them, rather than if Josh is stuck with us, then we have a 3v2 in our backline, but they also have a 3v4 in their backline. And if they win the 4v3 and we win the 3v2, then they still win the 4v3 after.
I think when we play like Sombra, I like to play a little bit more aggressively anyway, because I want to help my Sombra get ult charge and like, but I don't know, I think I just sit in middle ground, right? Like I just kind of, it's like what we spoke about on Hanamura, Yubi, where I might use one booster to help my ball engage because I need to eat a sleep or I need to eat a nade if we're playing against an Ana, or I need to eat flashbang. But then as soon as my booster's off cooldown, I'm back in my backline again, because by which point Tracer's farmed you enough to like maybe have pulse bomb or like do something or other. So I think I just kind of like when we play this with an Ashe, I want to play a little bit more defensively because I don't want a Tracer coming in from the side and one clipping my Ashe. But like I do, like with Sombra, I kind of play a lot more aggressively because I want to play around it. I want to get like, we want to get ult charge for her. So
the thing, how much can you get away with? Can you get away with playing more aggressive and pushed up and helping your dice while your backline is still safe? Then be sure to go for it. But if your backline is worries, like has trouble dealing with their flankers, their Ball and their Tracer in this case, then help your backline.
I guess it's flexible. Yeah, depends on how we're playing as well.
how
Like,
you're
again-
playing, and especially I think it's mostly around what you're allowed to do from the enemy team. When are they punishing you for it and when not?
I notice when we play against like really, really good Tracer players, I naturally just play more defensive anyway because I recognize that they're the problem. So
Yeah.
it also depends what they let us do. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
As backline, you can move like this way. You can move inside, move from here, and play around this. You also have the Mega here you can hack. So I think that's a good position to hold, because if you rotate main with the card, you're kind of playing on the low ground all the time. Here you make it harder. There's only like the ball can go from anywhere, but the Tracer has to run from here where you both see her coming, or like all the way down here.
I don't dislike going top left.
Top. So like this, like here.
Yeah. Yes.
How you get there?
You
Come
just leave spawn on the left side. It's a pretty safe one.
Like what mock here, right? Or
No. Just walk where the enemy ball is right now,
Yeah.
and then walk the stairs where the Cassidy just died, kinda, but like below where the Cassidy died.
Oh,
There's
like
this
here.
stair,
so
yeah,
like
yeah,
this, of
exactly.
course.
Yeah, and then you have this position up there. Or
The
you can
problem
play the
is
corner.
If you're moving this way, this is a really easy target, like really easily diveable from their ball, right?
But only from the
Well,
ball, right? I don't think the
Ball
Anna
and Tracer.
can get line of sight there.
If Diana plays it correctly and plays on the high ground, then she can throw a nade in. I think you can throw a nade from there.
But she can only get the nade on the corner, right? And we can matrix the corner.
Yeah, you could rotate there, but you have to walk inside, like for a small part inside their team. Right? This part,
Hmm.
you basically walk like in their backline already, and then as well you're in this room.
I feel like the thing why I'm suggesting this is that if we play on the bottom left right now on the petrol station, or the no, that's not petrol station, on the I don't know
Like
what
here?
it is. No, the bottom left right now.
Like here.
Yeah, if we play there, then that's quite long sidelines, and I'm not even able to participate that much of the fight. Because, well, projectile on long range is just, I'm not gonna hit a whole lot, and it's also really hard for Nom to actually do something if the ball tracer don't actually get on us, which I think happens.
But with this position, you have options, right? This is more a passive position, but you have options to walk this way or that way.
The first option that you mentioned, isn't it, if we want to go to that corner where Stalker's right now, isn't it then
Yeah.
safer to cross that small patch in the enemy territory than it is to cross the bridge in the open for long enough that Diana can literally just kill me if she just shoots me?
But then I'm talking like later on in the fight, when you're already putting pressure on their backline. Then you can move here.
Okay, yeah.
But early in the fight, you can't move there, of course, because then you're in the open. It's
Okay.
more later on in the fight, then you have options. The thing is, with this position, you don't have options. You either go in, you go hard, or
Yeah.
you go home.
Yeah, that's
And with
why I
home,
like
I
that
mean
position.
Yeah, but I think if you go up the
Yes.
ladder, they're gonna punish you really hard on that, even on that small area there.
Yeah, yeah, good point.
These teams will let you get away with it, maybe, but I hope that other teams won't. Okay, and then they push hard. Could have trans there, maybe.
Yeah, I died with 99.
Okay.
I think, at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, actually. Maybe I could have gotten it in if I pressed Q harder, but it was like a split second. thing.
They do poorly. So.
I fucking hate Ball. He just used his ult and then he's on 65% already again. Like, how's that fair?
You need to walk with trends. Up. You hold this position.
I should have moved up, but I stayed on that high ground because I got that high ground by the ball.
Yeah, now you can move on and hold that choke.
Yeah, I was vibing.
This is now you could hold like this side where your twos are standing.
Yeah. I realized
Where
I
do
should
I
have started.
stand then? Like,
Sorry?
where do I go as Brig?
I think you
Because
can
I struggle a lot on second for some reason.
you can also stay here and protect your Zen.
Mm-hmm. So where does Sen stand? Just like in that doorway then?
Mainly in that doorway to be able to back off like here.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause
Not back there.
what?
Not the way I am right now, you mean?
No.
But look
Not
at this
so far.
position, it's so cool.
But as Brick, you're mainly there just to protect. I don't think you can. You can maybe, but it's risky and hold close. But because you're playing Nadash, you could. But then I think you need a Sigma as well to more protect your Ash. I'm thinking of ways you can get more value out of Brick by just being a bodyguard. But I think it's mainly gonna be here. And if you're allowed to, and they're not gonna hard engage on your Zen, you could try to play here and get some swings in, and then bash over.
I think
But
in
it's
theory you
more
can make the
risky.
jump. You can actually make the jump, at least on Zen, but I don't know if it's because Zen is floating. Because I
No,
think
I don't.
Zen can make a little more jump, but you can actually make that jump. Without bash
You
even.
You should be able to, and even if you just drop, you can walk up the stairs. By that time, your Zen should also go back, so you're together again. But that's a more risky position. Does that answer your question? Nope.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, mine early, which is fine. Okay, mine after. Oop on the rallied brick.
Actually, I don't know how we lose this fight.
You don't get too much value out of your dive because they rallied as well.
Well, we got a kill though.
And
We should be up 2 and then we aren't. Oh, I dropped because we almost C9. Yo, Josh, watch this. Remember this?
Hold on, I was. Oh my fucking god.
Watch this. Actually, watch this. I want to see because I also get no value out of trends because Josh is on the high ground and he said that he would have died to bomb.
Yes, because I couldn't find the door, actually.
I guess we just got really little value out of our ults that fight then, right?
yeah, that's well. Also, I don't think you really focus targets. Because I don't think I saw an engagement.
Yeah, I mean we got like an early kill on Kree, right? But then
That fight felt really frustrating because it felt like our fight to win, you know?
But like after that, I don't think you got much value out of your divers. Now you're defending. I think on the attack you go Sombra to start off. I think you can keep it for the most part. On the defense, you can play Ashe. But maybe not Ashe Echo.
I don't think we play Ashe Echo.
Okay, you play. This is also fine. You mirror them.
I
Okay.
never know how to play D.Va on this point. This defense, I do not know how to play D.Va here. I never know where to stand. I never know like who I should be looking after. Like, very confusing.
I thought you only have Fizz from me.
I don't. Yeah, you only play to protect your backline here, and you can go in because you're on the your backline's on a high ground. Your ball's engaging, and you don't have to worry too much about their divers. You can go in with them, but ideally you wanna play around your backline too. That's why I think Sigma Ashe here is no bad idea here
Yeah.
to get more value out of every hero. Still not really focusing target. Shimada's on point while Stalker is on the high ground. I think that's the biggest thing you have to worry about, like getting actual dives in. Because now you're winning on mechanics and duels alone. Which is a big part of Balcom, but it's not the thing you want to be aiming for, like to only win duels.
Luctive.
Unlucky Pulse Bomb as well. You gotta pick them. I think that was a little too aggressive with Rally. I don't think you use it fully defensively, right? Or am I wrong?
Nomster?
Wait, can you show what
Yeah.
I mean again?
They're gonna get Rally soon. And I saw you rallying and running up, so Shimada died. You rally here. I think this rally is a little too early.
Okay.
Because you already got picks, so they're not really gonna hard engage on you. And then you just push with it. I think you could have done it without a rally, but
Hard to tell. We had D.Va on like 1 HP the entire time. So I guess the rally did scare the ball away, for example.
Oh my god, I was stood underneath you guys on like 35 HP, not wanting to like move because I was scared I'd get shot at by literally anything.
Oh, I caught Trent on point, but I wasn't. Like, I couldn't peek the ball and I was gonna be too late anyways, so...
Yeah,
so I didn't.
Don't call Trans on point then.
Yeah, it was like... I meant this... I didn't mean it at that exact like second. I kind of wanted to do it later, because if I leave now on high ground... Like, I was gonna trans point like when it's right before doors. Like when it's right before the checkpoint. Because like now we can re-engage with trends and like this position, and I don't leave Nom behind too far.
Yeah.
I int against that Tracer. Saw the Ender Tracer top right, and I thought we could go for them, and then I didn't call it because I realized someone else was calling something different.
It is still quite messy. Still not really coordination between your dives.
I think we started that fight good, and then we dropped it, kinda
Yeah.
clean up even.
That's a trend you have. Your first dive, not all the time, but is most of the time alright if you set it up. But then after you stop focusing targets. And that's why these fights drag out so much.
Plus cleanup.
Well, now you engage properly. Like better. It is whole time where Shimala's walking back from spawn, so you can't really set up yet. Okay, this is too early of an engagement again, right? Shimala's not there yet. You mine and you mine. Okay, you got value out of your echo, but you died as well. Soccer's dueling their ball. You're all the time just dueling. There's not really much coordination going. You're not diving. You're just focusing on duels. You stack support tilts.
Yeah, I remember
So you weren't
that.
playing
Yeah,
I think I
that's
was
something we really want to not do, I think.
I got booped away from rally, so I think I was about to die. That's why I did it. I think I even carded that second. Like I know that you had rally going, and I still trans knowing that you had rally going. So like this isn't. Oh, by the way, look at me diffing Luke div.
I didn't type it even though I said I was going to. Damn it.
Yeah, I did, but anyways. In hindsight, I could have not transed, I think, but I was on like 60 HP and I got booped away. So yeah, I thought I was gonna die.
This whole time as well, you're just staggering. You're going in, fighting a fight and not gonna win. Same thing here, you get demeched. You died. That V-spawn timer is still going. I think it's been like over 30 seconds that C-spawn timer is just going.
I think we should play for high ground more here. We do kind of, but then
Where the soldier's standing,
no,
or where you're standing.
where we are standing. But I think I think we also need to force the soldier down there because he can just walk up into us.
Good stun. Yeah, you kind of want to send your diva. That's a position where your diva could play more aggressive, for example, and force the soldier out and then back off. Because now you're all just playing together, which is not ideal. You wanna set up. You're not setting up.
It feels like now we need to fight for this high ground, right?
I get scared to go on soldier. Like if he's top left, I get scared to go contest him because then my backline's free, and I'm also bad at the game, so I might end up just like losing my mech or some shit. Like many a time in ranked etc. have I gone to contest the like I've gone to contest the soldier or whatever, and I've just lost my mech to him.
The
And,
thing
like,
is,
I find myself playing really safe sometimes, when I could just be playing a bit more aggressive and holding them off, and I think it would probably be the better decision to make.
in that situation, I can discard him and shoot him myself. So I think I headshot him once, and then he used to have like his here.
I think if I just don't leave your LOS, then as soon as he steps into your LOS, I am able to dump micros into his head, and you can hit him as well. So
Yeah, I think
Even
I
if you
wanted
just
to do
poop
this
him
one.
away and let him know that you're trying to control the space, and you can back it up by not killing them, even just pooping him away, forcing him off, like getting him half even. That's enough. Even if you don't kill him.
I think as long as I
Yeah.
see LOS, it should be okay as well.
Mm. This is a hard point on this comp. You're not really... Okay, no C9ing. Still not really happening too much with ball, and okay, ball is to stall now, but
I'll give credit to Stalker. That was some really nice comms from him there. Like
I could have killed Anna. No.
telling me to contest cart, and then like telling me when he was contesting cart, etc., etc. It just felt really clean. Like I think our comms on this last fight here. Like, I managed to plan a high noon with Goldie as well. I think we lose this still though. Do we win this? I don't remember. No, we lose.
Nada leads
No,
to
we
learn
lost.
that Genji's not a stall character. I don't know why he does this all the time.
I think he's just not taking it overly seriously, if I'm honest.
I think that's fine.
Like I think he notices like we're gonna lose. So
Yeah,
Just-
like you
No,
remember the Defran when Defran was in like an actual match and he just jumped off the map. And then
Yeah.
in hindsight, it was like, yeah, okay, they were already talking about the next map. It was obvious that they're gonna lose this, and I think this fight is just it was
Yeah,
just
just-
lost. So like whatever, might as well try and get the 6-man clutch on Genji for the highlight
Yeah.
wheel.
Okay. I think the biggest mistake you made there was not actually diving. You were just going for duels, not really. Especially Shimada and Stalker weren't like coordinating dive properly, not waiting for each other to set up, and just going and then just dying alone, or just forcing each other, forcing different players out, and that just takes time. Like takes more time, and then these fights get dragged out. That's why you don't really have clean fights, and they always come back. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
You want to go over King's Row then? Or do you have any other questions about Root?
I don't have any other questions about Root. I don't know if it's worth us looking at King's Row. I think I just put King's Row in there because Stalker wants to play Brawl, and we think it's a bad idea.
No,
You have another map
I'm-
you want to take a look at?
No, just a question though.
Yeah.
Where do we improve? Like we do VODs and stuff. It doesn't feel like we've hit a brick wall. I still feel like we're getting better, but I feel like we can focus more on certain places to get better, if you know what I mean.
I don't think
So-
we do VODs enough.
I don't think we do VODs enough. That's not my question though. My question is more, what do we need to improve the most right now? Like, what is our biggest issue that we need to look at as a team and be like, oh, okay, so this is how we fix this.
I think on what I saw when we mainly again looked at Balkans, you need to coordinate your dives more. I think waiting for each other to set up and then going there. Your backline is pretty stable, so I don't have to.
Yo,
It's
you
not,
heard that, Nom?
Yay, we're not the problem.
Does that include me?
You're not the backline, Josh, don't try.
I mean, I kind of
You're
am.
part
like,
of the backline to some
I'm-
degree.
I'm kind of the-
Sometimes.
Oh, you're...
Hey, I'm 60% backline, 40%.
Yeah, I think he deserves some
Midline.
credit. He
Okay,
deserves
okay.
some
You're the
credit, yeah.
core when we play like certain comps, so I guess.
Zarya comps and Sigma comps.
So it's not your coordination, like all of it. It just these they're not details by far, but those are the main things that you should look at. Coordination between two players in different compositions. As well, your target focus in general can be better from everyone. I think that's the thing that you get caught up quite often.
Yeah.
Players trying to do their own thing.
So it's basically during a fight we can start with having better setups and then better cleanup. That's kind of like if we have just those two words, setup and cleanup, then it's like kind of easy to remember and then it's easy to work on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think you got game like fight planning and all that thing. You got that down. So now you have to actually do the plan, like, and not only the ultimates, but like actually focusing the same targets and all.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's it. Or do you want to look at something else?
Volskaya offense, I just thought about that.
Yeah, my Zarya was clean.
I'm not sure if we need to look at it. I'm not sure. That was just a
Stalker
random guess.
Forcing me. Stalker is forcing me to play Zarya, by the way, UB, before you say anything about me playing Zarya on Volskaya offense. I pick D.Va every scrim, and he says, nope, go Zarya. And, like, he's telling me to do it, so I have to do it. You know, he's my ideal.
And
my
he
shot
jumps
caller.
in. I think he jumped into double shield and immediately died. I think we were trying to farm Nano and he just died immediately.
He was like, yo, I'm soft diving, give me bubble. And he just jumps into them. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It's not gonna work.
To be fair, he got booped back and still died. It is just, I don't blame him. He got stunned, booped, and pulled.
He has a double shield. He deserves it. Like, don't just wait for Nano. Just like let your tanks farm Nano, man, and then you can go. Because as soon as we got Nano, he jumped on them. I walked up on point, and then we were actually able to do stuff.
Yeah, it was mainly first fight, right? I remember that the second fight and second point offense were alright.
I think I ended up eating right click on that one fight, and I died. But then the fight where we used like Grav and Primal, they were like pretty good. They were pretty good. Like those were both pretty good fights.
It was... Oh, Volskaya defense was good. Yeah, I remember that. No, yeah. We full hit then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No need to look at that. I guess I'm stopping the recording then?
Yeah. Something else that I was thinking that
I'm not stopping the recording if you keep going then.
No. Just stop it.
Okay.
It's nothing.